Now you can see my screen.
Yeah.
Okay. So actually, um, project 9 was the last class,
Yeah.
and after that I just copy that folder. Sorry, I just copy in the folder name, and after that paste it another, and after that we can be rename it with the class 10, I think. Okay, and after that, um, oh, oh, I just remove the class 10 source code. Actually, I need to be replicate the class 10 to. Okay. Okay, so this is the class 10 path right here, and after that we need to be copy it for class 11, because we already have the common section. Are you there?
Yeah.
And after that we already set up the routes section with this way, and after that we need to copy all the file, copy the project, and after that paste it next, and then we need to be rename the project folder. Okay, so once it recreated, and after that we can open in integrated terminal here, and after open it in integrated terminal, and then we need to be install first packages. All the packages are uses, so npm I, shorter syntax of install, and here
I'm
note.
also copying my project.
Okay, and once it is copy and paste and everything is okay, after that we need to be started npm run dev, and we can see the output in the browser. Okay, so this is the basic things which is already created before.
I'm just it's like
Actually, always need to be copy and paste and does not required for you, for your end. But actually, why I creating these files, because we need to be tracking which files have what kind of things I train you. So for that
okay.
purpose, I just
Okay,
copying
so
all the
can
project.
I use in my own application in that case when
Yes, yes,
use?
yes,
Oh,
yes.
okay, fine.
Because basically thing is, you need to be grow up your applications uh, in your same project. Okay,
Yeah,
but actually I wanted to track
yeah,
something, so for that purpose I just copy the
yeah,
project.
yeah.
Okay, um, for the it is actually kind of versioning.
Hmm.
Okay, so what is the changes in between the code, we can open the
Yeah.
class part, and then we can see the output.
Hmm.
Uh, so for this purpose, I just simply copy it and paste set here. Okay. So once it is in the our application are started. Hello.
Yes, sir.
What happening? Actually, internet connection was dropped. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So here is our project, and after this, uh, if we want to create something new, like already every type of pages are connected. Okay.
Mm.
And when it is connected already, and this time you can see already, so this is not a center part, so we must set up everything in the center area. So for that purpose we can use the class name container mx, like this.
Yeah.
And after that we can also use this also here, and it is, we can see the centering in our content section. Okay.
Mm.
Something actually created here, and once it is done, and now we want to change the app name here. Okay. By dynamic way.
Okay.
That means we set some parameters, and after that we can see the change name here directly.
Okay.
So
Mm-hmm.
how can do that? So here is the common section, and it is the nav section here.
Mm.
And when we are creating the nav section, this is the nav component actually. Okay. And
Mm.
these nav components are here, and after using the nav component we can see the daisy ui is a title. Okay.
Correct.
Daisy ui is a title, and once we are seeing the daisy ui, and here we want to set up some name parameter. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So when we are past the parameter, so I think in the card section I also see the process how can set the parameters in our card section. So
Mm.
also we required same kind of things. Here I set some parameters like this way, uh, as as per our requirement. So this is the title where we can use here, and after that we can use default. Okay. If data is not set, then we can
Yeah.
see the default
Yeah.
title. And also when we are in this particular page, if we are clicking here, so we need to be go to the main path of our website.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So for that particular purpose we need to be replace it as a link, and then we need to be use the to, and then we can set up it front slash like this. Okay, I think it will be okay. And now we can set the uh, link as this. Okay.
Okay.
So once I set the link like this way also, and after that where I adding this using this snap element, nav component. I am using this snap component here actually app.jsx, and this is the
Hmm.
section where we can set the title my app. Okay, and now we can see the change. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
So I was doing at the wherever we have set up, right? There I was giving.
So actually thing is here I am pass the some parameter like this, and this parameter using here,
Correct.
it is a normal function, and it is
One
just
second. In the card section, I was like using only props. So you were okay. One second.
in the card section we are using the props, but when we are distracting that props, so using like this way.
Right. I don't know why I have not implemented that.
Maybe you are not creating
Correct. I was just using the props, every object, the props dot image and things like that I was doing. But you said, right, like we can mention like whatever the things that are there.
act.
So here also we can give like props, right? In the nav also we can give props.
Yes, we can use props, but if we are writing props, then we need to be use the props title, because actually thing is when we are I last time I also describe you, because here when pass some parameters, so this is the
Hmm.
actually uh, react jsx element. Okay, it is not
Hmm.
a function, actually
Hmm.
it is a function, but when we are using the parameter, so that time it is working as a sub component parameter, because this is here we can use multiple parameters like attributes. So
Hmm.
when it is actually using as a attribute, so it's converted as a object, and these objects are connected with this way. Okay,
Hmm.
so this is the actually things where we can applying multiple objects data, so that time it is the destructuring process of where we can applying directly the inputs like this way. Okay, it is a thing to pass the data parent to child. It is the process, it is the name of the process. If you want to send the data parent to
Uh-huh.
child, that time you need to be set up your values like this way, and after that you need to be that particular component implement this way.
Okay. So I cannot say props dot title and all whenever I'm passing it, is it?
You can do that, but basically props is a way you can use. It is the another way which can be
Hmm.
used, and there have so many types of uses are there. Mostly
Hmm.
these two types are most usable.
Okay.
But
Okay.
if we are using here tsx, so that time we need to be use the parameter data types also using there.
Hmm.
So I try to keep it simple, so for that particular purpose I did not using any data types here, because I am using js file at this moment.
Hmm.
Okay, but if we are converted it tsx, so that time it need to be uh, use some data types also
Got
required.
it. Okay.
Okay, so this is the basic parameter part, and once your parameter set here like this, and also if we want to use menus. Okay, this is the menus
Uh-huh.
is the another parameter, and
One
this
second, I'm coming. I was doing this other one. Okay. Uh-huh.
this is the menu inputs. Menus inputs,
Okay.
why I am using menu inputs, because menu inputs are required for mm, um, menu items like this. Okay, this is the menu
Uh-huh.
items, And not only this, this is actually menu items. Actually thing is, we need to be use some data like this way. Okay, so this is the menu link where we can pass some data like this way. Okay, this is the actually set up some parameter data from the
Mm-hmm.
uh, from the parent section. And after that we can use just name services like this, GALLERY gallery, GALLERY gallery. And also we can use some name children, CHILDREN, children. And after that we can repeat some gallery section like this way. Okay, so this is our actually array object. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
this is actually array data which can be used. So this is the menus section, which is a parameter can be used uh, from the parent section. But if we have no data set up from the parents, so that time we can see this type of uh, process in our application internally. Okay, it is the default values.
Oh, you mean to say that, is my understanding right? Whatever we were doing in the app with that, sorry, main.jsx can be written here. Is my understanding right?
Actually thing is, it is the footprint what kind of data need to be input in our component. Okay, so this is the sample data type. Okay, it is our sample data type. It is actually our data types which I want to present in this particular section, because this time I need to be present all the data here. So menu item items dot map are required here. And after that we need to be set up all the items, because menu items come with menu data, and this is the menu. And after that we can use some index data like this way. And then we can see all the data, sorry, uh, we can see all the data through this way. Okay, so that means this is our element data, and after that we can use that element data like this way. So you got the point?
No,
Okay,
I'm a bit confused.
just hold on. Actually I just write my code fast properly. um, name and okay. Okay, so let's see. Here we just input extra menu, okay, through the parameter. So here we can see the value. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
same kind of value are repetitive here. First
Okay,
is
so that's what I'm saying. Like, instead of writing in the app main, we are shifting that to our common page, JSX. Is my understanding right?
uh,
Based on whatever inputs that are coming
it
from
is
main
already,
dot.
it is already imported here. It is already imported for that particular reason. We can see here it is already imported. Okay, but actually thing is I just use some data inputs from the from the parent section, because if you set some dynamic menu section in your component, like
Mm-hmm.
that menu setup maybe comes from the database, yeah, or backend section. So that time you need to be pass that value uh,
Oh, okay,
in the
okay.
section in the actually and from the uh, URL endpoints. So if you need to be set up that data from the URL endpoints, so
Mm-hmm.
for that particular purpose, you need to be you have to some provisions where you can set up your menu setup in your application.
Okay, let me give you my example for that, right? If I have to, let's say I have three products, okay? And if one of the product, the screen should be visible in a different way. That comes based on an input. Let's say if there is any kind of product one, product two, product three. In product two, what I need to do is product one and product two, I don't need to have a special screen as such, but for product two, I need to have a special screen. So in that particular case, it will be useful. Is my understanding right?
Mm,
Or no?
actually, I think you are not get my point properly. I think so.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, thing is why I am using this syntax actually.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, when we are created this
But if you
particular.
go to our main.jsx, if you go there we have not changed anything, right?
Here,
Main.jsx.
no, we are not working with main.js. It is actually looking at app.jsx. It is actually this time I am changing some inputs option into the nav section. Okay, and when you are changing, why you changing the nav section? It is the actually component. We have to some provisions to passing some data in our. Hello. Hello.
Hello, sir.
Okay. Uh, what was the problem here? Okay, can you see my screen?
No. Yeah, I can see now.
Okay. So thing is, actually, uh, when I try to set up some dynamic parameter value, okay, and that property value comes like this way. This is the actually data. Hello, can you see my screen?
Yeah.
It is actually data. This data are represent with this way. Okay, so
Oh, okay, okay.
the
Mm-hmm.
data can be represent with this way, because I think sometimes if you are present your data in your application, so that time you are using some loops.
Hmm.
So
Hmm.
at this moment I just focusing on this particular uh, data. This is our data which will be coming from the server endpoints, and that particular data I need to be present dynamically.
Okay.
Okay, this is our
But why did? But until unless we hit the API, we will not get it, right? No.
no, at this moment we are not getting any data, real data, but
Okay.
we are set some provisions. This kind
Uh
of
huh.
data can be
Okay.
applicable here if we
Got
want.
it.
Okay, so for that particular reason, I just simply using it. Okay, and
Mm-hmm.
at this moment we are presenting it also here. So
Okay.
this is the actually thing where we can use. And after that, if menu children will be here, then children map can be create. Children can be create here, and after it we can use this particular children thing, this from this section. This is the children part, which is can be used. uh, I think my representation. Okay, so actually thing is, this is the routing section, and this is our uh, using some loops like this. And if in between here, uh, menu, if menu dot children are here, okay, then we can use the detail, and then use can use some summary point. So this is the summary uh, parent, and after that we can be use the detail. uh, hmm, 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 okay, so it is the representation of our data. Can you
When you say children, what does the children mean?
children
Uh,
means actually when we get the uh, like say here is the drop down menu are required. Okay, so drop down menu when we are push the data, this is the actually gallery section which are already seen. But okay, if menu is available, so that time we can see the data like this, and we need to be set up here, and after that we need to be set up the data like this. this closing tag are actually disturbing me. This particular. Okay, so now it's removed. Actually, thing is, what I writing here actually. Hello.
Yeah, yeah, I'm there.
What I writing here actually. This time, this code. In this element, when I try to present our data as element, so this is the actually element and data or object data is the menu items. Okay, and from this menu items we are getting a single object which is called menu, and menu dot children we are which
When you
are
say children, who are the children over
it is
here?
it is the children, it is the element, and here I am using the children data.
So you mean to say that from the main page, there is a tab that is there that also has some other child pages. Is my understanding right?
Yes, basically thing
Okay.
is in your menu section you have some drop down menu. So this is the actual drop down menu, and
Mm-hmm.
when you are creating your drop down menu like this, you can see your drop down menu here. But why I'm not seeing here the drop down properly, because I think drop down are implementing properly, but why are not working. So this is the actual thing. If we are getting in the children section, okay, if we are getting the children section, so that time we present the children section first, and after that we can see that children section in the menu section like this. Details and summary menu name are here. Also we need to be that children data with this particular way, name and link. So this.
But if my use case is like once we go to a particular page where I need to put a section of some can be text field, some can be drop down or something like that. How would that work?
Actually here I am using both of things with the logic code logics, with the
Hmm.
code logics. Basically thing is, this is the menu item, and this menu item have if have children data, if have children data, it is actually ternary operator.
Hmm.
If have children data, that time we need to be present all the data in this element. Okay, so this is the actually single child element, and this single child element comes from the li tag. Okay, and after using this li tag we can get the detail section, and then we can present the name here, and after that we can set up the drop down options in between that children data with the children data. So this is the actually another children data using here.
Okay.
And in the child is the sub menu option, and that is the sub menu data comes from here, child link and child name, and we can present the data like this. And if we are not getting any children data, then we can use simple like this, just using link or a name directly using here. So this is the actually true if children are available. If children is not available, then we
How
can
would we
skip it.
know? Okay, because from there we are checking whether that has
Actually thing
children
is
or not.
children element, children object is in between that particular element which is coming one by one, one
And
to.
now if I say nav titles menu, right? Somewhere I need to pass this menu, right? Then only it will come. Otherwise, it will not even come, right?
Actually, at this moment, you just forget about this particular thing. I just present the data with this object at this moment. Okay, this is actually current focus point. It is our
Okay.
data. This is the actually data which data want to present in our UI with the logic.
Okay.
Okay, this is actually data which maybe comes somewhere. So that particular data need to be present in our code section. It is our primary goal at this moment.
Okay. So for each tab, if there is and there are any other children tabs, children elements that are there, then we need to make sure that we are putting it in the common code. That's what we are saying, right? Uh, okay, 1 second. Now I need to implement this on my side. This is link.
Is it is there, but why are not seen the data already here?
But if here we are already having some drop down of link 1 and link 2 that we are representing, right? What is the difference between that one and whatever you were showing now?
Actually, thing is when it is open, actually when click here, so it is actually working. Okay, this part also working, and also sub component data also seen, maybe seen here because already presenting that data in the links in the URL section. But this time this particular data not showing into the browser part. So this browser part is not showing actually. Okay, this time it is showing. Okay.
If you click on gallery 1, what would happen?
Actually, problem is it is the CSS problem. Okay, it was the CSS problem because when it this particular data are generated dynamically. So thing is, this particular elements comes top of the this drop down section. So for that particular reason, this drop down section not showing previously. Okay, basically our drop down
So
menu is
which one
working.
is the child element over here? The gallery is the child element, is it?
Yes, this gallery elements is the child element. Gallery data is the child element. Okay, and there.
Right, but can I share my screen?
Yes, you can see. You can share your screen.
So what is this one now? Link 1, link 2.
Just hold on. This is the child menu option.
Child, and whatever, what is the difference between this one and whatever you are showing up?
Actually, it is your section where you want to see some drop down menu, where you can set up some drop down menu. It is the provisions of the drop down menu section. Go to the your page section, navigation section actually. That is common.jsx. So in the common section, you can see line number 22.
Correct. Here we have
Yes, okay.
mentioned, right?
It is actually uses for the drop down section. It is actually uses for the drop down menu.
But is it not the same one that we have implemented now?
So actually, in the previous part, where you got set up the line number 15, 16, whatever. Okay,
Correct.
that similar things you can set up into the submenu section if you are creating some hard coded code, because this is the hard coded code.
Oh, okay, okay. You mean to say that this can be dynamically done?
Actually, this time I am creating it with the dynamic way, with the data actually. This is
Okay.
actually main template which is present our data, but at this moment which I am creating here in my application, that is
Right.
actually created that UI by the data.
Hmm.
Okay, so I am creating that particular things develop with the by data.
Okay. Now, okay. Now
The-
you
and
are saying that.
at this moment what you are doing here, at this moment what you are doing here, at this moment you are just creating a simple navigation section without any data inputs.
Correct.
Okay,
Correct.
because this particular menu sections are using a static way.
Ah.
Actually you are doing that. Okay,
Ah.
so if you try to change it with the data, so that time how can represent that data in your UI section?
Mm-hmm.
That
But
process.
even there also we are mentioning this, right? All these things are being mentioned here as an array, right? I forgot like how you have done.
I see you. I share my screen with you. Can you see my screen?
Second. Yeah.
Okay. Actually, thing is, uh, which menu section already there previously, that same things also set up here also with the data format.
Okay.
Okay, so this is the actually data format of our UI.
Okay.
So every data have two particular, basically it is the object of array. Okay, this is the array object, menu items is the array object.
Mm.
Okay, this is the array, and after that there have object. This is one object, this is the second object, this is the third
Mm-hmm.
object, this is the fourth object. Okay, so there have four object, and every object have property name and link is the common property name, common property. Okay, and when
Mm.
I present the common property, and if we have children property also there, there same menu property are linked with this
Is
particular
this
things.
menu items is like in given by React or we have created?
We have created, it is not referred by React, it is our
Okay.
own section, own object. Actually this particular object are created like this way when we are create a class of class element. So mm, menu like this, and there we can use some data types like uh, name, like string if we are creating as a TypeScript. So
Mm-hmm.
that time we can use it like this way, and it is the array, and this array actually comes from menu. Actually this is actually replicate of menu. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
this is the actually data types which are actually need to be uses in our uh, TypeScript code if we are using. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so these particular things are actually created here like this. It is the typecasting if we are created
Mm-hmm.
with the data. So this is the actually data types which are required, and here need to be used this particular part when we are using it as a TypeScript code. But
Okay.
at this moment we are not using any TypeScript, so for that particular purpose we does not require this particular thing here at this moment. I just simply head of mind I have some kind of object type like this way, and actually some data comes from the server side, yeah, or any other endpoints. We are getting some data like this, and that data we are represent with the code, with the loops code, with the loop representation. Okay,
Yeah, okay.
this is actually loop.
1 second, I'm trying to implement on my side.
Actually, I don't think so. You write these codes uh, as I write. I think because this is actually some critical thing are required, because menu item is the array object. Okay, and that array object have some function name which called map.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and that map functions have sending some anonymous function data with the value menu object, with the one object, and another is the index, is just sending the data, and that particular data are checking there have children data. If have children data, then it will be represent this way, the data, and if not, then data will be represented this way. You got it?
Yeah.
So this is the actual thing, and here we are some children data already have, and
But we
that,
have removed that link to and all, right? That is not required now, right? If
yes,
I say,
at this moment we are not using any static link.
okay.
At this moment static links are not using here, but
And wherever we are mentioning as the, can you go up a bit? I'm just trying to, okay, come down. Class name. Okay, in that particular class name, if you come down, I'm just trying to check like where are we introducing. Okay,
we
menu
are
items class. Mm,
we are using
okay,
we are using the menu items here, and these menu items are is a array.
correct.
Okay, and that array have a name as a string, a link as a string, children as a string. Okay, and this
Hmm.
all the things are using as a string.
Mm. So what did I do? Li dot key.
I represent it simpler later. Just you understood it how it works at this moment. I simplified it later. So this
Okay.
time I just simply put some data. Okay, menus. Okay, if we get the menus data from the parent section, then we can see the menu data here. Okay, this is actually data which is presented here already.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and I just simply doing something here. um, 96, I think it will be okay. It's more bigger. um, 48 is okay. 48 is also bigger. 32 maybe. Okay, it is maybe okay. So okay, so this is actually menu section which is actually seen. uh, just understand the some data are represented by dynamically here. Okay, by dynamic way. So how can set up the data? So here we can set the data as menus. Okay, and then we can set up some value like this way. Okay, name, link, and this, and here we just simply using two uh, uh, uh,
Correct.
two data,
Yeah.
only two, not
Mm.
all. Okay,
Right, right.
just I will say two, so we can
Yeah.
see only two menu option.
Hmm.
If we are put all the section here, then we
Hmm.
can see all the section also
Hmm.
here. Okay, so this is the actually
Hmm.
thing. If here we can change it with the services.
Hmm.
Okay, and this is also BICS services, and service 1 2 3 if we want. Service here, VIC service, also I can set up it service services, because okay, so this is the actually way. This is one drop down. If we are using another drop down, like with um, with gallery, um, we can use some another products. Okay, so this is our product section, and also we can use PRO city product 1, product 2, product 3, and okay, so this is the section where I am using some dynamic way data, and that data are automatically presenting in our UI.
Hmm.
Understood? Because I just simply use the data here. I just
Hmm.
simply use the data, and this data can be set up here also. Uh, const my menu. Okay, and after that we can set up all the data like this, and that my menu data can be put here. Okay, so this is our menu data, and that menu data push as a parameter value.
Just give me a minute. I'm just trying to do something. Okay. Hmm. Okay. Now, okay. Now, if I go to common, can I share my screen?
Yes.
Okay. So whatever you mentioned, right, that is fine. That I understood. This is what we can basically do,
Hmm.
like constant my menus, and then from there we can pass whatever it is, right? And now here is my problem. Okay. So I said like I'm passing menu items.
No,
Okay. Where
not menu items. There you pass menus only, because you actually messed up with the menu items both of section. You can
here, right?
yes, this will be menu. First part will be menu, which is the parameter which that call menus, yeah, menu, whatever, but it is not menus, it is menu items. It will be menu items, my menu items you need to pass here,
Yeah.
because sorry, not there in, yes, it is the menu items which is actually parameter are uses
Correct.
to
Correct.
pass your
All
data.
these things I'm passing. When I'm going to common dot this one,
It is changed with menu only,
menu.
or not like this. you need to be use your parameter into the curly brace, not like this, uh, because it's outer from the props property.
Oh, is it okay?
So
One
go to
second.
the
Where
comment
is
section.
my dot? So I need to pass this, right?
Hmm. So this is the
So
actually
this is my
another,
argument, right?
and this is the another
But
argument, and that argument need to be set up in your curly brace, where user title, and beside that title you need to be use another parameter.
not here.
Not here. It is not applicable.
Okay. So you mean to say here?
No, not there. Beside the title, beside the title, use comma, and then you need to use the menu. It is the parameter which are
Oh, title is one parameter and menu is another parameter. Makes
yes,
sense.
and
Okay.
that menu will be applying in menu item this section. It is
Yeah. Okay, so I'm saying whether menu items are this one particular one, if you have any menu, then use that particular one or make it as a default, right?
yes.
So now for these menu items, I need to make sure I did some mistake over here. Okay.
Because you write some codes, but that codes are writing with the curly brace, because curly brace is the interpolation part, actually referring the code there also. It is curly brace, curly first use curly brace, then you can applying your JavaScript syntaxes there. You just using help of AI right now. Just you write your
Okay.
code, use of AI help, which is given. Just accept that.
Yeah, but so what we are doing for these particular menu items, whatever we are having, right? And each one we are iterating, and then we are key. But this is looks like
It's okay.
key as index linked to whatever the path that I'm providing. Where is the path? Okay. Path as item name. But here also I need to make sure that if it
Okay,
has a
okay, okay,
children, right?
okay. AI good. AI create good set of code here.
Hmm.
Okay, basically here, what is the actually thinking? If children data are available and
Hmm.
children length more
Oh
than
yeah,
0,
it's greater than zero.
then
Then
you can present the data. Actually,
right,
it's
right, right,
keep you more simpler than my code.
right, right.
And
Okay.
after that,
So what we are saying is the
line number
link to
line.
is the path, and then
Okay,
if there are any other children line items,
okay.
then you just put it as the parent. But where is the parent here?
Just hold on. Line number 43. Go to the 43, and after that you need to be use the eval tag.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That is fine.
Just right, no, you will not using here.
Oh yeah, sorry, one
Uh,
second. After
uh,
this.
but give some sample code suggestions there. Just remove this thing. Just remove these two line 46 and 47. Just remove. Here actually using the code eval tag, but thing is go to the line number 43 first, and
Which is a lie.
enter here, enter here, just accept their code, then eval, okay, and then you remove the this line number 48 to this code, okay. Your problem is solved. Now you see the code, save now file, okay. Now you can understand your code.
Okay, so we are passing title, we are passing menu. If the menu items has this particular, if menu is passed, then use that. Otherwise, use this, right? And what we are saying is for each, then I'm picking up the menu items, whatever I have, and I'm doing a map of this particular one as item and key. I'm creating a key map, key value pair, and for each item it is iterating through the key. And 1 second,
which is
item
your
and index, which is like the name, the path. Item is the path,
item is the path
and
and item name is the property. Item path is the
correct, this property,
this is the property,
right?
uh,
Oh,
and
this is, it is already linking to the path, and then for that particular corresponding item name, that's what
label
it is doing.
as a label, as a link label, and
Link level.
and
Okay. And
and
if it has a child,
it
then it
children.
is doing this one.
It is it is much simpler than my code.
Okay.
By
Okay.
AI are creating your code very easily. Just once again reload the code
I don't
and
know if I saved everything. This,
everything. Go to the app.js. Okay, save here.
I did that.
Okay, and then just simple thing, not here
This is
actually.
not loading.
Why actually that kind of pages you are not creating there?
I
For
was not creating that. Yeah.
that pages are not creating, just you are
Correct.
using that kind of path in your uh,
But I'm
main
passing
section.
this, right? So it has to
You,
use that, right?
already presented that UI part, but this particular linking are not available in your routing section.
Yeah, that's right. Agreed.
So for that particular reason, your page not be showing.
Okay.
That is undefined, not found page.
Yeah, yeah.
If you are set up your path, then it will be work.
Where are my pages? Hmm. Okay, makes sense. Now, if I don't pass this, okay, I can
Remove.
create another one, right?
No, does not required. You just remove the line number 14 menu section. Menu,
Yeah,
and that's, after that you can save. You can see the link like
got
this.
it.
But why it is come? Okay, okay. Go to
This one is coming. I think I have given something wrong in this one.
go to the this section. Just hold on. Uh, actually, um, scroll down here.
Mm-hmm.
Just
Oh,
scroll.
just give me a minute.
Does not required.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. But I just want to get the feel. Okay.
Okay. So what is the problem here? Actual problem is if children is not available, line number 30, for the line number 30.
Mm.
If children is not available, that time we can see only that thing. Okay, here is the
Mm.
actually problem, because this particular menu item is showing every times. If it is not, if it is actually children is available, that time also show the
It is showing that.
link,
Okay.
and if not, that time also showing the link. So for that particular purpose, here we can use no, not like this. If you using some kind of thing, so before 30 number line, line number 30, line number 30, line number 30, yes, there you need to be use curly brace first. Okay, here in just writing some condition, dot item dot children, only item dot
Yeah.
children is not available. That means you need to be uh, double equal after that children double equal undefined. Okay,
Okay.
undefined, and then you just copy uh, 31 line, cut from here, this line cut from here.
Yeah, yeah. 1 second.
No, not everything, just it. Okay.
If is undefined, link to the path and an item. Else, I need to provide this one, right?
Cut from the line number 33.
I can go here, right? And then I can say
Line number 33 to line number
this
30.
one.
No, not all. 33 to 33 to select the 33 to 42. Yes, cut from here and using that code here. And after that, you using the curly brace only, curly brace, referencing
Hmm.
curly brace.
Just give me a minute.
Fix the code actually.
Yeah.
Curly brace, referring curly brace, and after that you need to be remove line number
Yeah. Yeah, yeah.
43.
Oh, 1 second. Where am I? Yeah,
Line
here, right? And you can select it.
actually line number
So,
43 codes are need to be removed.
yeah. I'll do that. Details is there.
Okay,
Okay.
okay, not on.
Then, okay, this one. That's it, right? Okay. Nice. Very nice.
That pages are not available.
Yeah, those are not available. I have not given. That's fine. Very nice.
Okay, your code much simpler than me,
Okay.
but it's
Okay.
need to be understood how can be create,
Yeah, correct.
because it is help you AI actually,
Hmm.
and you just go with
We need to
AI.
understand what code it is giving and then debug it back and then see whether come up with our use case.
Actually, you already have your coding skills, so for that purpose, you can understood that code which you
Yeah,
are writing
yeah,
with the AI, because AI give you the much simpler code than me, because I am just try to write my code manual way
right,
most of the time. So for that purpose, my code are expand more,
right.
but this time your codes are much smarter than me,
Hmm,
and you can understood your code also,
right,
because if
right.
children is not available or undefined, so that
Yeah,
time you can see only the link,
hmm,
and if you have your children data,
correct.
so that time you can see the uh, detail section, and then you can see the
Yeah,
drop down menu,
makes sense.
and it's much simpler,
Okay.
smart code. I
Yeah,
think you got understood.
yes, I understood now. And
What
what
is
would
this
be the
parameter?
next one,
What is
sir?
this?
Like, sorry?
What is this parameter menu?
This is like your
input
What are
attribute.
the object that is coming over from here?
Oh,
The input parameter.
it is input attributes, because
Okay.
every functions converted into an element, and every parameters converted into attributes.
Mm-hmm.
So
Every
every parameter every parameter converted as a attribute,
okay.
because when we are using the common function in the parent section, so how it is used as a element
Mm.
in the app section. If you go to the
Mm.
app section, app.jsx,
Yeah.
and here you are using that common component as a element. common
This is
component
an element. Okay.
Common component used as a element in line number 14.
Correct.
Okay, so this is actually custom element, uh, which is give you the possibilities to write your data.
Mm. Mm.
Actually, this particular component are rendering the actual.
All the data that is present in common and then rendering over here.
This is actually this particular component are presented as a dynamic element. Okay,
Hmm.
but
Hmm.
this dynamic element are represent actual HTML element
Right.
with this particular component, and
Correct.
when we are using the element like this, and after that we can use parameter as a attribute.
Yes, sir.
What happening? I,
I don't know. Okay, I'm sharing my screen again. Yeah. So this is basically a dynamic HTML element that we are loading dynamically. Uh,
your screen not sharing.
uh, not sharing.
No, your screen not shared with me.
Can you see now?
Yes, I can see.
Yeah. Okay. So what we are saying is in this particular one, this is an element,
This is
dynamic element that where these all the properties are being sourced from common.jsx.
this all the properties are converted into the parameter uh, section as a attribute, because
When you say parameter section,
parameter section converted as a attribute, because if you try to set up your app name, so that time we can use the title parameter into the common section.
hmm.
Go to the common, not here, go to the app.jsx, line number 14, go to the line number 14.
Oh, here you were
Here,
saying,
yes,
right? Like,
yes, you can, if you custom app name, so that time you can use title attribute, and after that you can use your app name. So this is actually string. Okay, so if you set up it, then you can see the change in the browser.
yeah.
Okay, and you can also use menu section beside the title.
Yeah. Okay.
Not comma, space, menu. Menu is the another attribute section, not like this, curly brace, my menu item, and save, then you can see.
Oh, okay, okay. Hmm.
Okay, so these two attributes are uses.
Dynamically. Okay. Very nice.
Okay,
Yeah.
I think you got the point.
Yes.
Okay, so follow my screen.
Sure.
Okay, so once you are understanding this thing, so you need to be learn something from React dot dev, because it is actually required to learn.
Hmm.
So at this moment, we already here have some basic tutorial TikTok toe,
Okay.
but it is not basic. It may be some complicated task when you
Mm-hmm.
learn it. So I don't refer at this moment,
Hmm.
because here I have so many codes which is makes you some
Hmm.
confusion. So for that purpose, you just go to the learn React and go
Okay.
to see how React component are developing. Okay,
Okay.
so this is
Okay.
actual code, and after that code are converted to with this particular element. Okay, so
Yeah.
it is our function. Okay, this
Hmm.
particular function created with uh, present the data like this. Okay,
Hmm. Hmm. Hmm.
so how what is the what is the thing, how can we export, what is the problem, so everything you can learn from this section. Okay, so
Sure.
this is
Sure.
the section where you can uh, learn and
Okay.
understood the code from here, and at this moment it will be helpful for you if you learn it.
Okay.
Okay, because which code is working, which code not be working, you
Okay.
can understood everything from the documentation section. So
Sure.
for this particular moment, actually we are working with this particular way. Okay, also we are
Uh-huh.
using this UI tree also, because this describing UI part,
Okay. Okay.
everything we are learned
Uh.
uh, at this moment. So if you are learning it from the
Hmm.
documentation section, you can understood all the things, why I am using that code and how it
Yeah.
work.
Yeah. I will go through it.
Okay, so
Yeah.
for that particular purpose, you need to be learn your codes or things from this section. Okay, I
Hmm.
paste the
Sure.
because it is required.
Okay.
Okay, so tomorrow uh, our class will be 8 a.m.
Sure.
Okay, so
Yeah.
can I
Yeah. I
disconnect
will
that?
go through this today
Okay,
only.
okay,
Yeah.
so
Thank you so much.
okay, thank you.
Yeah. Bye.